Hello again, everyone. This is Kofi again, and welcome to another episode of After Fire Podcast, the podcast that seeks to inform and educate our viewers and listeners.
Yep.
Today, we have a very, very interesting personality on the platform today. He goes by Wordi. He's an actor and a model. I've known him for a while, even way back from senior high school. So, Ian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my man.
I hope everything is going well.
Charlie, surviving. It's a good day.
All right, Ian. I know that you are a model and an actor, right?
Yes.
And I think from my research, you started modeling in 2008. That is what they are
True.
saying online.
True.
That's a
true.
long time ago.
Over a decade.
Yes, over a decade. And how did you enter into modeling, if you don't mind my asking?
It's a funny story, you know? So one day I went out with my friends, and then I met this guy. I always give him props when I say the story. His name is Selassie, right? And Selassie saw me and was like, "Yo, you have like an amazing height." I was skinny by the time.
Yes.
So he told me you have an amazing height. Would I consider modeling? And at the time I didn't know what it was. I was like, I don't know what it was. I need training. I was like, it's fine, I'll train you. And he trained me and then gave me my first show. Fast forward, here we are. You know? So I knew acting, I knew I would end up in acting, especially when I was in uni. And I did my first play. I knew I always end up being an actor because when I entered that space, I developed a love for acting. So somewhat, at some point, I knew I'd have to get some form of training for acting. So when I was in uni, I did my first play. It was amazing. People loved it. And I was like, yes, this is my
what
ticket.
You can do. But interesting, those of us who know you way back from senior high school know you are a rapper as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it is interesting that we don't know you for that now.
Oh, yeah. Eminem.
Exactly. We know that.
But dropping bars.
Yes, back in it. I remember there was this song. You're supposed to report to base. Shackles, report to base. That's way back. Yes, I remember that. So
that's true.
Yes. So people don't know about your music. Like you are now mostly known for modeling and acting.
True.
For modeling, you started 2008. What about acting? So did it start right from uni first year or maybe later?
I think acting did not start in the first year. So I did that play. It's called Where the Money Goes by Thelma.
Okay.
I think I did in my second year
in uni.
So there was a lot of training prior to the play.
Okay.
Like we had to take time out to do like a lot of rehearsals. Well, shout out to Thelma, a lot of rehearsals. So I think that sort of cushioned my foundation into acting. So after the play, it was amazing. It was good. People loved it. We sold out. So that was what sort of informed me of the whole acting space, and I knew now I could do this. So after that, I started to do auditions, take up audition upon audition, and then landed in Nigeria, and then back in Ghana.
I think now you're a superstar, but then people would also want to know your childhood, because now correlating the two. How was your childhood like? Where were you born? Where were you raised? How were you raised? Because I remember, back in senior high school, you were very popular. So everybody knew that you would.
True.
So your childhood, how were you raised? Where were you born? Where were you raised?
So I grew up in Tema, right?
Okay.
But I spent the first 3 years of my life in the village because I was born in the village with my mom and my dad. I'm from a good home.
Okay.
And when I say good home, I don't mean financially good home.
Yes.
Even though we're like very comfortable. But good home in the sense that discipline, good home in the sense that nurturing, love and all of that. Like I'm from a very good home. Both parents are still together, all of that.
Okay.
So I moved to the city when I was like I think 3 years old with both my parents.
Okay.
And then
so you mean Tema?
Yeah, Tema.
But which village are you talking about?
I was born in Keta.
Keta, okay. All right.
Yeah, so we lived in Keta for a while. And then so shout out to my people in Keta, Melomi. And then I came to Tema because that's when my dad started working with the port.
Okay.
So I came to Tema and then I lived in Tema all my life till I moved to Accra 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. So basic school in Tema, all of that in Tema.
Basic school in Tema, high school in Cape Coast. Senior high in Cape Coast. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then from there you went to KNUST.
Yes, from the KNUST.
So you never even right from KNUST, you never thought of going.
No, I did. But so the thing with the 9-5 is things have changed. If you realize, if you pick 10 guys on the streets and ask them, what do you do? 5 of them will tell you they do their own business.
Yes, a lot of entrepreneurs.
3 of them will tell you they partner with somebody to start up something. And then 2 of them will tell you they do 9 to 5. Now, not to shade 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is still a good thing. It's still a safe form of income. It gives you security. It gives you a standing. But when you start your own thing, you have a free flow. You can control the direction of how you want things to go. So the reason why I'd say most people are branching to do their own things is because the world has changed. It's a digitalized world now. Influencers are making millions.
Yes. True.
Podcasts, people are making. I'm on your podcast, and you're making millions. You're a rich man.
No, not yet, but we will eventually.
Exactly. People are making millions.
Yes.
If you can understand how digitalization has changed the world, you'd understand why most people are branching into doing their own things now. I know someone who's making millions off of TikTok. Just one app.
Yeah.
They're making millions off of it. You recently interviewed a Forex guy.
Yes.
I think last week's episode, and it was. If you listen to what he was saying, he doesn't even need a 9 to 5. He's making good money from Forex. So I feel there's a lot of spaces that you could venture into outside of a 9 to 5. If it's not for you, it's not for you.
True.
But explore. Give it a shot. Explore. Because there's a bunch of spaces you could explore into which are high earning jobs, So yeah. I don't share 9 to 5, but I think they also.
But did you ever get into a 9 to 5 yourself? Or?
I did. I was working at the port. I did land economy.
Yes,
so I was the valuation officer at the port.
For how many years?
For like a year.
And then you felt like that wasn't for you?
I felt like it wasn't for me because I always went for auditions. I was running away for auditions. I felt like it wasn't for me. I felt like it cowered me. And I didn't want to be coward.
Yeah, you wanted to express yourself and talent.
Expand.
So I mean, yes, you wouldn't have seen this talent if you had stayed over there. So it's I think that you have a great point. But take us to your first movie set. Your first movie set.
Yeah.
How was the experience like? The first one, very first movie.
So my very first movie was Why Should I Get Married? And it's funny because it was D Black that shot it. I think the movie came out. It was in cinemas for like a bit, but I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Because my friend Lex McCarthy shot it, and then we're like, it was his production team, and they were like family to me.
Okay.
So I was very relaxed,
comfortable. Yes.
As opposed to working with a crew you're not familiar with, and then you're nervous.
Yes.
But then in my case, I wasn't nervous because they are like my family. So where I needed correction, it was given to me in a very subtle way. I wasn't really on edge because I was comfortable working with them. So my first movie production, my first movie set was incredible. It was amazing. From there, spiraled.
That's good. So I realize that you have a lot of movies. The filmography is quite lengthy. There's Salah. I don't know about
Salah.
That.
Was a funny one.
Yes. Salah. There's Kamal on City Crimes.
Yes.
There's Volcano. There's Volcano. There's a Mismatch. James, Kamal. You've played a number of years.
But guess what? Most of them are in Nigeria.
I'm about to get into that. So, do we have a Ghanaian movie industry? And if we do, is it thriving? Is it thriving?
I don't think we do have a Ghanaian movie industry, yes, but it's not thriving.
Are there any special reasons for that?
Because there's a bunch of reasons.
So if you could kindly share those reasons with us.
There's a bunch of reasons. One, we need to rebuild the interest of Ghanaians towards Ghanaian movies. If I tell you, say, new Ghanaian movie come out, you go watch.
Most likely.
And I'll tell you why. Yes. Because we haven't piqued your interest in Ghanaian movies. But if a new Nigerian movie is out and is making waves, you'd watch it. So even if we have $1 billion investment now, we still won't thrive. You know why? Because the people do not believe in what we produce. A minister can say, you know what, I'm going to give you $1 billion. Produce the best movie you can ever produce. What shows people are going to watch it? We need to rebuild the interests of not just Ghanaians, so because even Nigerians are losing interest in Ghanaian content. In Africa, Ghana was the number one.
Yes.
Back in the day, during the times of John DeMello's and all of that, Ghana was number one when it came to movies in Africa. Why did we lose that? And I'll tell you why. Because Ghanaians failed to adjust. The world is constantly evolving. The world is growing. The world is changing. And Ghanaian entertainment space not the whole, musicians are doing well, but the movie space, we are failing to adjust with the direction the world is moving into. And that's digitalization. Nigerians caught on fast. There's Netflix Nigeria. Why is there not Netflix Ghana? There's a reason. because Ghana is not a thriving market. Like, we don't have the right space to thrive in. That's why Netflix won't come to Ghana. Amazon won't come to Ghana. There's Netflix Nigeria, there's Amazon Prime Nigeria.
Yeah.
Why don't they come to Ghana? And numbers also play a huge role. But I feel we need to just pique the interest of Ghanaians.
So it's not just a financial problem, as in
it's not just a financial problem.
It's the fact that people are not. Personally, my take is that some of the storylines I see within yes, some of them they just look like a copy of.
Oh, my husband, why are you cheating on me?
It's a copy of old movies, and I'm like, come on. So we have a lot of indigenous stories within the country that I think we can actually, put on screen that people will be very interested in. Because I don't know of any movie that talks about, for example, our independence.
True.
A proper movie about about Nkrumah.
That movie will cost a lot to make.
I know, but you see, something like that would even pique the interest of foreign. Countries, because people are interested in Ghana, because we are one of the first countries to attain independence.
But shot Ghana, welcome to Ghana or something.
It was what was that? I think a country called Ghana.
A country called Ghana. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. So I would come to that. So I think something the storylines just look so. I don't want to say ordinary. It's something we've seen before, and there's no originality. We want something Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And that is why not to compare. But you realize that even back in the day, we had the Kumawood and then the Gallywood. But at that time, it looked like Kumawood was doing better on a certain within the masses. Kumawood was doing, and also the crossover, the collaboration. You think there's enough collaboration within the industry to ensure that we're able to push the entire industry forward?
There's not. There's not. And I'll tell you why. Because people don't see the need. Like, why would I go and collaborate with another movie maker when I don't see the future? I don't know how I'm going to make money. Now, money drives everything. Exactly. If I'm not going to make money, why? People have bills to pay.
That's
and
true.
Things are hard now. So why am I going to go all out and collaborate with somebody when I know I'm not going to make money to pay my bills? I'd rather do something else. And Ghanaians are not taking advantage of the fact that it's a digital space now. Influencers are making money now. Nigerians put their movies on YouTube. YouTube is open to everybody.
Yes, and people are watching.
They say we want government to build cinemas. We want government to build. We don't need government to build cinemas. It's a digital space. If you create a digital platform and if you invest in a good production, bro, let me shoot a good movie now or a good TV series, 15 minutes per episode, well shot, well done, highly invested in, and put it on YouTube. It will shock you the people who watch. It will blow on Twitter, blow on Instagram. People will watch it. Let me have, let's say, with a budget of, let's say, $100,000. I pay everybody well. I had the best crew. The lady behind this camera, one of the best crew. I had the best crew, you feel me? And then I get the best actors. And I produce good storyline as well. Very good storyline. Yes. And I produce quality series, a webisode, 15 minutes. And put it on YouTube, free to air. Trust me, the views will rise. If it's good, the views will rise. Ebenezer is making views.
Yes, he is.
Off of skits.
He's making.
So why can't you do it off of movies? It's possible,
yes.
But people are very reluctant because they don't see the money.
Yeah, that's
true. They want government to come and give me money. No, it's more. The world is digitalized now. Capitalize on that.
So from what you said so far, what I'm gleaning from your submission is that the main difference between the Ghanaian movie industry and then the Nigerian movie industry is the fact that they jumped on digitalization faster than we did.
They did.
And aside that, you've been there. You are in more Nigerian movies than Ghanaian movies.
I work more Nigeria. I don't work in Ghana. Yes. I don't do movies in Ghana.
Okay. So what's the reason for that? Is it that it is easier working with the people there, or the system is much more fertile for you to express your talents over there?
My brother, is the money. Let me not even lie. I have bills to pay. It's the money.
So they pay better in Nigeria. Okay, far better than Nigeria.
Nigeria has a thriving industry. Far better. Bro, if Nigeria is paying you X amount, Ghana is paying you X minus 20.
Wow.
And it's sad, but it's a reality because Nigerians are thriving. I'll give you an example. Visit any Nigerian movie maker's YouTube channel. Do you know how many views they make? 3 million, 8 million, 10 million, 16 million from a movie. Regular Nigerian actors' YouTube channel. And the movie doesn't have to be the best. It can just be subpar. But they've capitalized on digitalization. And that's what Ghanaians are failing to do.
Wow. So
everybody will go on YouTube and watch. We are waiting for government to build more cinemas so we can premiere. My brother, digitalization.
So that is the way to go.
Nigerians created Iroko TV.
Yes,
Iroko TV was big. People were subscribing to Iroko TV.
Yes.
What did Ghanaians create?
Nothing that I know of.
Exactly.
Nothing that I know of. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So you've won a few awards.
I have, yeah.
Which means you were I mean, seasoned actor
Editor,
now. Yeah.
please put confetti at this part.
You won a number of awards, and I think even this year you won another award.
I did.
Yes.
It was last year, actually.
Last year, okay, okay. From what I saw, I thought it was February this year, but I mean...
It was in December, but I wasn't in Ghana, so I came back and then they gave me my award.
Okay, okay. For which movie?
It was for a show I did, a series for African Magic.
The Venge?
It's called Venge.
Venge, okay. Okay. So what would you say your strength in acting is, or you can play any role? Are you usually a villain or what love interest? I mean, 6'4", 6'6", 3'6", I know. Right? Most likely you'll be love interest. What are your strengths within the acting?
I like to think I'm a versatile actor. I don't think there's any role I can't play.
Okay.
If you give it to me today, let me just read on the character. I'll play it. I played a villain. I played a lover boy. I want to play a pastor.
That would be
producers out there. I want to play a fake pastor.
A fake, like, not an actual pastor.
No, a fake pastor. That would be a funny role. I think I'm good with comedy.
Comedy, okay.
But directors or casting directors stereotype me with a lover boy roles.
Yes, I mean,
I don't know why.
We all know why. Don't let us pretend. But yeah, I mean, so I think okay, so that's interesting. So if you had, let's say, one thing to tell, to help the movie industry in Ghana now, you've mentioned that it's not just the money, it's the other things as well. Somebody might be watching, a young person who wants to get into acting. What would be your advice to a young man or woman who wants to get into acting now, a Ghanaian who lives here? What would be your words? Then what advice can you offer them?
Get into acting in Ghana?
Yes, I mean, they live here. They don't have any, they are not leaving the country.
So, in the famous words of Mensa, don't bother yourself. I'm messing with you online. The thing is, enter with a plan. So don't enter with the hopes of somebody should come and employ me and then give me a role. Create your own skit. Create your own production, something small. You can use your phones. People are using their phones now. Create your own something in your own space. Post it on your YouTube channel. People would watch it. Post it on your IG. People will watch it. But no shade to the people who are actually making an impact, like the Shelley Frimpong Mansers, the Yvonne Nelson. They are doing amazing. They are churning out quality content, and then they put it in like different platforms. But we don't need just them. We need an all hands on deck type solution. Everybody needs to be involved. Even myself, I need to start producing my own stuff and put it out there. Everybody needs to be involved. And don't just produce nonsense. Quality stuff. I feel Ghanaians, they'll support you if your stuff is quality. Same goes for music. If your stuff is good, Ghanaians, so we don't say Ghanaians are not support. If your stuff is good, they'll support you. That's what I think.
So like I wanted to also know who you look up to. Okay. Within even now you are an actor.
Yeah.
So are there other actors that you take inspiration from? Is that particular globally, not just in Ghana, globally, whoever you look and go like, okay, I think
Ghana, they will know the inside. But globally, actors I take inspiration from Idris Elba. Like I see myself being an Idris, and I'll tell you why, because he's a versatile actor.
Yes.
There's no role you give Idris Elba he cannot play. There's no role you give me that I cannot play. Any role you give me, I'll kill it. That's how I see Idris Elba. I like Will Smith as well. I think he's a great actor and entertainer. So these are the two people I look up to: Will Smith and then Idris Elba.
Okay, but if you ever got the chance to move to Hollywood, would you take that opportunity?
Oh yeah, Charlie, this question.
Some people may not.
Anybody would take it.
Okay.
Like that's the pinnacle of acting. That's why I get paid millions. They're not going to pay me $1 million in a Ghanaian production, but they'll pay me $1 million in a Hollywood production.
That's true.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. So for you, your motivation is money and other things, right?
Not just money. Like you need to get some form of revenue from your job.
From your job, exactly.
It's a job. Yeah, because you obviously are paying bills.
It's a job, yes.
But it is not the largest motivation. It's something I love. Like I'm passionate about it. The joy I get when I'm on screen is beautiful. It's endless. So the passion is the biggest motivation. But I need to get paid. You know how they say if you get paid from your passion, it doesn't become work. Exactly.
Yes, that's true.
So like these two things are like big motivations.
So on the modeling bit, right? Back to the modeling. Is this something you still do, or you've there's a break on that?
I haven't done anything modeling in a while. So you know why modeling is not like it was during our time? You know how back in the day, Woodin could say, Ian, I like your height, I like your physique. I want you to do a billboard for me. That's the traditional type of marketing. Things have changed. And I would always circle back to this because that's the reality, digitalization. Now influencers are making things easy.
Yes.
So if I'm a company and I own, let's say, a water bottling company, and I want to do like a billboard, traditional marketing, I wouldn't go for traditional marketing because it's a long shot. I would go for the digitalization type of marketing where I get influencers. I pay them to talk about my product on TikTok, talk about my product on Instagram. That has more reach than I do a billboard somewhere in Hacho. How many people will see the billboard in Hacho? But how many people will see the influencer talk about it on TikTok? The whole world. So as an astute businessman, what would you go for? Obviously,
clearly,
digitalization,
yes.
right?
Exactly.
Instead of using traditional newspaper. Who even puts their product in newspaper these days?
Who even reads newspapers?
Exactly.
A lot of people don't read newspapers. So I think
billboards, TV ads, even the TV ads. If one TV station in Ghana posts your commercial, you are limited to your reach.
Exactly.
But if you get influencers to post your stuff, the whole world sees it.
Millions of people at a time.
Yeah, so that's why modeling, commercial modeling, not runway. Commercial modeling is not really selling anymore like our time because of digitalization.
You do any runway modeling as well? Or you never
I did runway.
Okay.
I worked for Glitz a couple of times, and Glitz is like at the time Glitz was like the highest runway any model. People were dying to work for Glitz. It was a really good run. I won runway model of the year, commercial model of the year, overall model of the year in 2016 or 2018. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I think Mr. Africa, you were on Mr. Africa as well.
Yeah, that was in Nigeria.
First runner-up, I think you were.
Yeah, but they had an issue with the guy who was first, so I became.
Yeah, so you became the overall. And how did that make you feel? I mean, Mr. Africa, what does that even mean? Being Mr. What does that mean to you?
It's like a pageant, but for men.
Yes, exactly. So for you personally, winning that? What did that mean for you as a person, and also how did it affect your career as an actor? Or did that put you in a bigger limelight, if I may ask?
It was exactly what I wanted at the time. Because at the time, I was looking for a way to get into the Nigerian movie space.
Okay.
And Mr. Africa was it for me. Because it put me on a certain platform where I was able to reach out to the right producers. And then that was what catapulted my career in Nigeria. So I'm always going to give props to Mr. Africa International because they catapulted my career in Nigeria. It was a foundation. It was a bedrock for me at the time. So yeah, I'll always give props to it. It's the reason I am where I am today in Nigeria. I mean, I still have a lifetime to go. I still have a lot to achieve. I haven't even scratched the surface of what I'm supposed to be doing.
I agree.
So yeah,
you are still a very young actor.
It sort of opened doors for me in Nigeria.
Okay, great. But talking about the industry in Ghana, the acting, we have NAFTI, is still yes. But do you think we need an academy for actors to train younger ones? So that the School of Performing Arts is there and other. But you think that within the space, because in most professions they have continuous development programs.
Yeah.
Professions, for example, doctors, lawyers, they all have that. Within the acting space, do you think something like that is needed where actors who are already on the scene can go for example, extra training because that this is the new way of doing things? Do you think something like that would be beneficial to our industry?
What is the point currently if even the qualified actors are not even getting jobs? So why flood the industry with more actors and not solve the main problem? Create jobs for actors. Create a space for thriving actors before you train new actors. It's like saying, you know what? We need more plumbers. We need more plumbers in Ghana. But the already trained plumbers are not even getting jobs. They're not even getting homes to work in.
So my question surrounds current actors, your people who are your contemporaries who are already on the scene.
Yeah.
Do you think actors need extra training, or once you are an actor and you are on the scene, you don't need to be trained anymore? You're good.
Oh no. You should always develop yourself. But
is there something like that in the Ghanaian industry?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But I'll tell you why. Because even if there was something like that, to thrive in where? They are training HR personnel, they are training marketing personnel because there's a space to thrive in.
Yes.
Why train an actor when there's no space to like thrive in? So what are you training him for? To come and sit at home and find a side job? I know you get what I'm saying.
I can understand.
Create a space for actors to thrive in. And I can't even direct this solution to anybody. The onus falls on all of us. Every single person who's in the acting industry. It doesn't fall on this person. It falls on all of us in our own little way.
But what you did mention that in Ghana it looks like we don't pique the interest of the consumers.
Yeah.
So you make a movie and people don't want to go and watch, or people are not really patronizing it. Ghanaians are known in some spaces to be more accepting of foreign influences as compared to what we have locally.
I don't agree.
That's what people, for example, even the music scene. Recently I saw something about, I think, Kimpaluta's song. Somebody was complaining they were hearing it too much. Kimpaluta's Makuma song. And people, the comments were that we seem to not want to push our own. It is much easier for us to accept things from outside. So do you think that is an actual thing, or is just comments?
Why Nigerians celebrate each other? Because the individuals give the country as a whole something to celebrate. If you give your country something to celebrate, they'll celebrate you. Look at the Ghanaians doing well. You think Ghanaians don't appreciate Black Sheriff?
Okay, they do.
Exactly.
They really
do. If you're doing well, they'll celebrate you. If you create something for the Nigerians are celebrating each other because they are go-getters. I was in the US one time, we're in the club, and then I was in the club with a bunch of Nigerians. Guess what? The Nigerian approached the DJ. He says, "Yo, play Nigerian music. I'll pay you money. Play Nigerian music." And they get the DJ money. They sent him bottles. He played Nigerian music.
And the video said that was one of the reasons why his songs were all over Atlanta.
You play Nigerian music.
People didn't know were paying DJs to play his songs.
You play or else we'll leave the club. And we are buying bottles. They push their own. You think a Ghanaian in a club will say, go and play Ghanaian music?
So then it's also on us, not just the actors. That's what I'm trying to drive at.
To mention their names so that you know they are
exactly,
Ghanaians.
That's what I'm driving at. That even though Nigeria seems to be doing very well, it's not just the actors, it's the people themselves. We seem clearly Ghanaians, from what I have seen even online, we complain a lot about what our people do. We are more critical of what our people, because you see, like you clearly said, Nigerians are paying DJs to play Nigerian songs. Ghanaians will not.
And I'll tell you why. So the clear disparity is this. If a Ghanaian has a song that Seek and Promise, and I'll use him as an example, his song Terminator was doing so well. He performed in India.
Yes.
You remember he performed, I think, in India or one of these Asian countries.
Yes, one of the
it was India, right?
countries.
So imagine if I go to India, you think I won't tell them to play Kim? Because I know it's popular there. I feel if we put ourselves in these spaces where we thrive in US, Europe, the Ghanaians there would appreciate us. They'll say, you know what? Oh, play this one, because they know their colleagues who are not Ghanaians may one way or the other have heard of the song or have seen the movie before. So they'll be proud to even announce it. But if nobody has seen it, if we are not even selling ourselves in these markets, and that's what we are not selling ourselves in these markets, how would they be proud to tell DJs to even play our stuff over there?
When nobody has heard of it.
Nigerians are selling themselves globally. I don't play. They are selling themselves. Ghanaians are comfortable in Ghana. Yeah, we are comfortable selling ourselves here. No shade to those who are trying to sell themselves globally, but I feel a majority of us are comfortable selling ourselves here.
But you think the Ghanaian market society actually helps us or pushes us to be able to sell ourselves outside, like maybe Nigeria? Nigeria, I don't know. You know the industry much better than myself. Is it that they have, aside their actors, putting out quality movies and all of that, is the system better? The system, not just the actors, like the system, the industry itself. Is there any support coming from somewhere, or is it just the actors?
Sure, no support too.
So it's just.
But the thing is, we don't give them a reason to. Like, why would you want to support us? Okay, for instance, I just came to Ghana. I asked my Ghanaian friend, hey, you know what? I love Ghana. What movie would you recommend for me to watch? What movie are you going to recommend? A Country Called Ghana? Or you know what? Go on YouTube and type Ebenezer. We have some interest. Like what movie would you actually recommend to a foreigner who comes to Ghana and says, hey, I want to watch a Ghanaian movie? We don't have.
That's. We might have to
Like
go back.
What movie? Oh,
some,
you know what?
Decades ago to.
I travel and people ask me, oh, like I want to watch Ghanaian movies on Netflix. Like which Ghanaian movie? How many of our movies are even on Netflix? Or Amazon Prime.
True.
Yeah. If we create something for them to believe in, Ghanaians will support.
I can agree.
Especially the movie industry.
Yes, I think that is
if we
where
give them something.
Yeah.
Akebeniza is getting so. Is he not an actor?
Yeah, he's doing very well.
He's getting support.
He's doing very well.
He's funny.
Yes. He's funny, and not just him. Even the people on his set are also doing.
And I'm giving you the hack. If somebody, even this is a word of caution to even myself. If somebody can create a 15-30 minute episode of a show and put it on YouTube, bro, and it's good, well written, well produced, good cameras, good actors, good production quality, 15 minutes, nothing too lengthy, max 30 minutes, six episodes or 10 episodes, and puts it on YouTube, it will shock you. The way the numbers will rise. Ghanaians will support it.
So what's your take on marketing within the movie industry? Marketing a movie, because it costs. Marketing is expensive.
It's expensive,
yes.
True.
So what is your take? You think that our movies are not marketed well enough as compared to the Nigerian movies? Is it the marketing, or is just it's quality? Ours is just marketing budget. We don't have enough money to actually push our movies, because I know that in the entertainment space is money. Really, money is
money. Yeah,
that is why people want to sign on to labels and all of that to push a certain.
Yeah.
So is it that our marketing in Ghana is not up to the standard? That is the reason why our movie.
I won't say it's not up to the standard. I'll say we are not even trying. So Ghanaians, from what I've seen, we are comfortable with terrestrial TV. Put it on, what's the Aquaba Magic? Yes, it's on DSTV.
Yes.
Do you have DSTV at home?
I don't watch it.
Exactly. How many people are buying DSTV these days?
I don't watch it.
Right now they'll go, Charlie, on Netflix. People don't even have regular channels in their homes.
People don't even switch their TVs on. My TV has not been on in weeks.
But there's a new movie on Netflix. So some people even watch it on their phones.
Yes,
YouTube,
yes.
they watch it on their phones.
Yes.
But right now we are good with, you know what? Just shoot a movie, put it on Aquaba Magic, put it on DSTV, put it on, and Ghanaians have moved past that. So you're taking us back. I'm not going to set an alarm on my phone because I have to watch some movie that will be showing at 5 p.m.
Nobody does that.
Chairman.
Exactly. Nobody does that. Yes.
I'm on the move. But if it's a movie that's good, if a Nigerian movie is coming and it's going to be on Netflix, I'll watch it at my own convenience.
Yes, whenever you want. That's very important. That's
so
a very important point.
Are we going back or we are going forward?
I can understand.
I shot a movie recently. Beautiful storyline.
In Nigeria or Ghana?
Ghana. I'm careful with the movies I take in Ghana because some of the storylines don't even. I'm like, can you send me the script? The script. You say we still work on it, but you say it be like some young guy. Where is the script?
So it's professionalism or another issue here. Professionalism.
So I shot a movie recently. I was telling you, and then the lady sent me the script. Beautiful script. I loved it. It's about child what was it? Child trafficking.
Okay.
Beautiful story. And I said, I'll do this. And I asked the lady, where do you want to put it? She's like, I want to do like maybe Netflix or Amazon Prime or maybe YouTube. I'm like, good. That's the first producer in Ghana that I've spoken to about a job, and she didn't just tell me, I want to put it on TV. I want to do Aquaba Magic, or we'll sell it to DSTV. Bro, there's digitalization. Put it on the internet. Let people access it from the comfort of their homes or offices or wherever.
Whenever, anytime they want to, they can. Okay. But would you, the movie, is it out yet? The movie you just mentioned, is it out yet?
No, it's not out yet. I don't know what's taking them long, but obviously, movie, I shot it this year, so obviously they'll need some time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. When it comes out, we'll do well to support it. If you knew that title, you could have shared it with us. So we
definitely.
So, still on the industry, because it's we used to be at the upper echelons of the movie industry in Africa, and there's been a drastic decline. Not just, it started with the movies that were being shot. That distinction between Kumawood and Galwood or whatever, I've always had a problem with it. So it seems to have been a decline here first, and then Kumasi too, there was a decline. And I think some of the interviews I watched, they mentioned that when they stopped selling CDs, that's when there was a major decline. Do you think that would have been wiser or better for us to be a unit instead of having a Kumasi-based movie industry and an Accra-based movie industry?
This issue,
because
that Gollywood, I don't even want to hear Gollywood.
Yes. There was that.
I don't even want to hear Gollywood. Do you know what happened with that thing? And this is to my best of knowledge. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there were two factions. Someone registered Gollywood, someone registered Gollywood. That's how deep the division is. Someone registered Gollywood.
Country like Ghana.
Someone registered Gollywood. And there was chaos on what is the Ghana movie. Bro, forget all the wood. Produce content. Forget Kuma Wood, forget Gollywood, forget Gollywood, forget whatever wood.
Nigeria has just Nollywood, right? If they have just
Nollywood.
That's it.
I mean, they do have Sabawood as well, but that's
the Nollywood is what, you know.
Yeah, but Nollywood is popularized. Yes. We don't even have a uniform font.
That's a problem.
Have you been to Adan recently? There's this place called Gollywood just by the side of the road. Okay. One man came to Ghana years ago. I happened to visit that place with Selassie. I was a model at the time. And I don't know if government gave him the land, but someone gave him land, vast land, acres of land, to build a film village near the airport on the Dorinya Adan stretch. So he built this place and named it Gollywood, right? Where he was going to train actors. He gave lands to like different actors to build their houses on. Bro, that place has been abandoned today. Nothing is going on there. Gollywood has been abandoned. So I don't want to hear Gollywood. I don't want to hear that thing safe.
Because it was quite
it's abandoned. Yes. Nothing is happening. No projects are going on the land. The land has been left bare.
It was for a private individual, I believe.
Yes, but I don't know what arrangement he went with government. Yeah. But it's been left bare. Nothing is happening there. It was to train actors, to train models, to create like a film village where you can just go there and go and film. Nigerians have that in Asaba, a film village. Okay. We don't have a film village here.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Have you ever thought of having a live show?
Like a live show, like how do you mean, like a reality show?
No, not reality. So, for example, the stage shows where acting on stage.
Okay, like a play.
Yes, like a play. A big play.
So most people confuse TV acting to like plays. Plays are really extensive. Mm-hmm. You have to remember your lines on the spot. And I've done it. Play was how I came into acting, but it was just one play. Mm-hmm. If I ever get offered a deal to do a play, I'll take it. If it's good, I'll take it. Okay. But the only thing is, plays are like demanding. Mm-hmm. There's rehearsal every week. There's what you call a script reading every week. Like it takes a lot of your time. Now for someone like me who's mobile, today I'm in Ghana, tomorrow I'm in Nigeria. Today I'm in Ghana, tomorrow I'm in Nigeria.
It might not be.
It'll be a huge commitment for me. And that's not my forte. My forte is TV and then websites or webisodes or whatever. Okay. But I mean like TV type of acting. It's a huge commitment for me to do a play. But if I get a good play, paying well, good storyline, that's a challenge I'd like to take up.
Okay, so do you have any movies that are streaming on maybe YouTube or from Nigeria? Your Nigerian movies?
They released a movie just yesterday. It's called One More. It's on YouTube by Accelerate TV. But I have a lot of things coming out. Hopefully this year. I had like a good working streak last year in Nigeria. Okay. Like good TV series for Accelerate TV, movies for what's this guy's name? Oh, this is my guy. I forgot. But I have like a good streak of jobs
that should be coming out.
I shot last year. Hopefully they come out this year.
Okay.
And if they do, I mean, people could.
People definitely would want to support you.
Not in Ghana, but Nigeria.
I mean, but you're still in it. So, and I think you're still in it.
I've been in Ghana for like a while now.
Okay. But so those are what. But Karen, you said something that was released yesterday. From
one more ticket or one more. I think
is
one more ticket.
A webisode? Is there like
no? It's on YouTube. Okay. It's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
Yeah, by Accelerate TV. One more ticket. TV. Type in Wordi. One more ticket.
You okay. All right. And so, what is the future looking like for you now as an actor?
It's a bunch of things. So, I'm looking to diversify. I'm not going to be acting for the rest of my life. So, I'm looking to move into other forms of businesses. I have a pizzeria, a restaurant.
Okay.
In Tema. We make pizzas. We make it's called Slices.
Okay. I was going to ask
burgers and all of that. So I'm looking to diversify into other things as well. I was a tourism ambassador for like a hot minute. I was working with Catherine Afeku, lovely lady. So I'm looking to diversify, use my platform to diversify. And that's the hack. If you're looking to act for the rest of your life, then that's a myopic way of thinking. You should be able to diversify. Use that platform to diversify. Create your own channel, create your own space digitally, post something out there, like create a niche. Look at what Nana McBrown is doing. Now she's a host, she's doing her own TV show, but she's still acting.
So what you're saying is that acting shouldn't be your only gig. I mean, even yes, you can add on other things.
So I'm looking to diversify. I'm looking for other investment opportunities. I'll take it up at a heartbeat.
But then you still be acting if you get the opportunity.
Fully. That's my passion.
That's your passion.
I'm never going to stop acting.
Okay.
But so I'm trying to create multiple streams of income. I mean, I didn't want acting to be my only stream of income. So if, let's say, touch wood, God forbid, something happens to me and I cannot, I'm not able to walk. Let's say, God forbid,
yes.
I'm not gonna make money anymore. No, I need to create multiple forms of income.
So that's the goal, to diversify into other businesses as well.
Yeah.
I mean, people watching would like to know your relationship status. That one, I'll make it. I'll ask you.
Oh, that one they don't really matter.
People would want to know. I mean, somebody would say 6'3", dark skin, tall man. If you are not in a religion, that means you're on the streets.
I'm not on the streets. I'm not on the streets. I'm not on the streets. I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not on the streets.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
There's this notion about the relationship bit where people feel like people in the what do you think? I mean, I hear that a lot, but I don't get because I know some who are doing very well with their
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason why some are unable to maintain that kind of thing?
Discipline. If you're in an industry where you're good looking, women love to worship you. You have a lot of advances and then you fall for every advance that comes your way. And bear in mind, that's what women go through on a regular. Men usually don't get that.
Exactly.
Women get that on a daily basis.
If
you're pretty. Yeah. Men usually get that when they're in an entertainment space because obviously they appear a certain way, they sell a certain image. So that's when they get a lot of women coming at them. If you succumb to every single woman that comes at you because you're in that space, then you are just not disciplined. So it's not about the career.
It's discipline.
It's about the discipline.
So what it means, if you're an actor and you're like that, wherever you are, you'd be the same. You probably do the same thing.
Yeah, wherever you are. whether you're missing, you still do the same thing.
I think that's a great answer. So that's we should. That's that idea about entertainers. I think I agree with you.
Yeah, it's not the fact that he's an entertainer. Yeah. It's the fact that
the person himself or herself has issues with discipline.
Exactly.
Okay. So still on movies, you see, I think that the industry has challenges. The government of the day, not even the government. You think that there's something has to be done for the entertainment industry?
Definitely.
Okay. Then what exactly do you think? Entertainment, movies, music, all of that, because it can be a source of revenue, and sort of employment for even people. Because if we have a thriving movie industry, you're going to employ directors, producers, a lot of people. Now it looks like everything is self-funded. We don't have a proper support from the government. So what do you think the government can do?
And guess what? That's why people are taking side jobs in Ghana. Listen, there's no single actor in Ghana who doesn't have a side job. Quote me anywhere. In Ghana. How much are they paying you? Like, how many movies are you shooting in a year? There's no single actor. I have a side job. I have a restaurant. And I do other things as well. There's no single actor, a Ghanaian actor in Ghana who doesn't have a side job. Go to me anywhere. Nigerians. I know actors in Nigeria who don't have a side job.
Because it pays well.
Oh, they are working back to back. They are filming. The industry is thriving. And it's thriving in such a way that they film today, they finish in like 4 days. The fifth day, they're on another set. Ghana, we're trying out you sit at home and then wait for another production to happen because people are not even filming. There's no money to film. There's no, bro, it's that bad. The industry in Ghana has sunk, and it sunk so deep that I don't know what it would take for us to come back up. That's how bad it is.
So, your award. So the government. You think that the government can do anything to support, or should do anything to support, or just ignore it and
before the government even supports, we need to sell something that's sellable, for lack of a better choice of word. And I'll tell you what I mean. If you're an investor, You yourself, if you had $1 million, or let's say $20 million, would you invest in the movie industry?
Currently, I don't think so.
Exactly.
No,
Why? Because we don't make it. Before an investor invests in something, he needs to see potential. He needs to see opportunities. He needs to see how you make his money back. Now, if you cannot guarantee an investor these three things, he will not invest. So why do you want government to invest in something that they don't even see a potential in? We first need to create a thriving culture in the sense that all hands on deck. Create something, put it on YouTube, create some movie. Like, we all need to come together. It's a collective effort. If government sees there's potential in the movie industry, I like to believe they would support. Because right now, tell me, what's government going to do? I don't know. But it's okay because I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, exactly.
What can government really? Is government going to write the script for a good product?
No.
Like, what is government really going to do?
So maybe
if they give you $1 million right now, they share it across most producers. Okay, shoot something. Trust me, 5 years we'll come back to this same spot because we haven't tackled the main problem, which is we haven't found a way to cope with digitalization. We haven't. We have to solve that first before we look for funding anywhere.
So the award you said you won, I think in December. What did that mean? Because I saw the people you were up against, and it was it was quite a list. Yes. That's something. You're a superstar now. You're a superstar. So yes. So how did that feel? You know, because you again, people that's probably were in the industry before you. Some of them were in the industry before you. When it's a Supreme Dynamic Talent Academy Award, right? You won it's by SDTA. So you are the Supreme African Actor of the Year. Award. And you were up against some. It's not easy at all. I mean, I saw the people and I was like, okay, what did that award mean to you?
So for starters, right, the award is not based off of how long you've been in the industry. It's based off of what you've done in the past year. That's why I was up against like really heavy names.
Very.
But I still got it because of Venge. Venge did a lot for me. And this award, back to your question, it meant a lot to me in the sense that I felt like for once in my acting career in Ghana, I was celebrated. That's the only award I've gotten in Ghana for acting. Not for modeling, for acting. In 2016, I was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Ghana Movie Awards. I wish the Ghana Movie Awards would come back. I was nominated against John Dumelo and some other people, and then John Dumelo won.
Okay.
After that, we never got Ghana Movie Awards
back
again. I don't know one.
And that is even a testament of how the industry is doing. There's no award.
Yeah, I mean, what are they awarding? If it was based off of the industry, then they should do a skit maker award then, because we're not churning out movies.
That's true.
This meant a lot to me because I haven't been recognized or celebrated in Ghana in a while, and that was the first award ever
that you won within.
Yeah, so it meant a lot to me.
All right, so
it meant a lot to me.
I mean, I know that there will be several awards that you would win, going forward, because
definitely.
I think that you have seen a few of your things. There was this funny thing on TV. You were in this funny. Was a movie. I want to recall who else was in it, but you did a wonderful job. Some years back. Was it funny? Was Funny Face? No, I don't know. There was someone in. You had this movie, and I thought it was great. So
was it a Ghanaian movie?
Yes, it was Ghanaian. It was Ghanaian. So I think that we will wish you well. I think that we've had a great discussion on the industry, how we can come together to help, propel the industry forward. We are hoping that as time goes on, we catch up. And then even overtake those who are ahead of us. So
definitely.
I mean, they don't know they call you Shackles, right? I don't think it's the same.
No. Nobody has told me that since SHS.
I was about to say. So anyway, we are hoping that the industry thrives and gets better. But we would like to take your final word, for your fans and even the industry players as well. Final words so that we can close.
Yeah. So for those of you
who want to say anything in particular to them, you can.
Yeah, so for those of you who know who I am, I believe you already know that. But for those of you who don't, my name is Wordi. I'm an actor in Ghana and Nigeria. I've got a bunch of things coming out this year, and I want all of you to support it when it comes out. TV series, movies, like really quality production, really quality stuff. And I'm begging all of you to support it when it comes out, because it will mean a lot to me.
Thank you very much, Ian, for coming. We'll catch up.
Definitely, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.